good, everybody? It is Tuesday, April 6th. This is the Early Edge, powered as always by SportsLine. I am the coach, coming off kind of a lousy night, topped off with Gonzaga, the undefeated team, doing absolutely nothing in the national championship game. But a great man once said, on to the next. We did have a plus 150 hockey play cash, though. Thank you to the Flyers. Big shout out to Travis Crossland. He wins our official bracket game. So, Travis, our team is going to reach out to you and let you know how we're going to hook you up with a little prize pack. That's exactly right. Before we bring in my guys, I got to tell you this. Prop games are back. The world's best golfers are teeing up in Augusta, and we have an opportunity for you to win big bucks without even hitting a tee shot. You can win up to $250,000 playing our props game this week by visiting cbssports.com/props or by downloading the CBS Sports app. The game is 100% free to enter. All you have to do is answer some questions, compete against the world for your chance to win a $10,000 first place prize. And if you get every question right, it's $250 large. Once again, to play, all you have to do is visit cbssports.com/props or on the CBS Sports mobile app. A link is in the description. Let's bring in my guys now. M Squared, a rough way for us to end that college basketball season.
Rough way, just a rough day overall for me in general yesterday. Had a lot of closing line value on my first play of the day with the Indians. Lost that one, lost the Zags. Astros gave up 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Just nothing went my way yesterday, but that's okay because that's been the theme for me the last week. I've win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 3, win 3. That's what we're going to do today. I'm going to win all 3 of them.
There you go. We've been like a teeter-totter here at the show, too, following that. Maestro, how are you feeling this morning?
Well, Coach, it was a great college basketball season and a terrible ending. I mean, rarely have I seen a play in the first minute where I know I'm on the wrong side. When Mark Vidal grabs 3 offensive rebounds on the first possession, and it looks like Gonzaga's kind of in mud, and Baylor's just so much more aggressive, so just crashing the glass, and I was like, no, this is bad. And that was before it was 9-0 and 21-6, etc.
It was so bad. Yeah, it was one of those plays, and I'm sure a lot of people put in some live bets along the way. Surely Gonzaga's going to come back. Surely and they just never did. They were never in that game last night. But as our guy, the Maestro, always says, it's on to the next. All right, storylines that could affect the betting lines today. M Squared, what do you got?
More busy news in the NBA today, Coach. We're going to start with our beloved Indiana Pacers. Domantas Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, all 3 questionable tonight against the Chicago Bulls. Chicago is favored by 1, so that tells us at least one of these 2 is going to sit, but we'll pay attention to that this afternoon. For the Philadelphia 76ers, Joel Embiid is back. He should be able to play in this game after resting in the last one. For the Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry out. Fred VanVleet, questionable. Rodney Hood out. For the New Orleans Pelicans, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, questionable. They haven't played in 3 or 4 days. They're 3-point underdogs here. I think at least one, if not both of them, sit again in this spot against the Atlanta Hawks. On the other side, John Collins remains out for the Atlanta Hawks. Clint Capella, Trae Young, both upgraded to probable. I do expect both of them to play. For the Detroit Pistons, Mason Plumlee is back from the rest. Killian Hayes, point guard, he returned. He will be doubtful on the second night here. Diallo is doubtful as well. Rodney McGruder questionable. So still a lot going on there as they're 14-point underdogs in that spot. And then finally, we got the Bucks and the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry and Giannis both have missed a little time. Both have been on the injury report. Both have been upgraded to probable. I expect both of them to play tonight.
It's amazing to me how many skewed scores we've seen because of a lot of these players not playing down the stretch here. So be very, very careful. We can't tell you that enough as the NBA heads for the playoffs. All right, it's time for our board today, and I'm going to start with 3 plays from SportsLine. That's right, 3 plays from SportsLine. We're going to start in the NHL. Sabres, Devils. You guys wanted some totals? We're going to give you some totals. How about the under 5.5 goals? They dropped the puck at 7 Eastern time. This hits in our simulation 67% of the time. The under is 25-2 in the last 27 meetings between these 2 teams in New Jersey. Guess what? Tonight's game, it's in New Jersey. Play number 2, Panthers at the Canes over 6 goals. They dropped the puck at 7:05 Eastern time. Now, this hits in 64% of our simulations. Both teams at the top of the league in goals scored per game. Expect a lot of offense in Raleigh tonight. In our third play from SportsLine, we're going to the NBA. Grizzlies +5 at the Heat 8 Eastern. They tip 65% of the time. This cashes in our simulations. The NBA model right now is plus 900 for you $100 players. So let's put the Grizzlies in tonight. Those are your 3 plays from SportsLine. All right, M Squared, you know the drill. Give it to me.
All right, we're going to start in the National League. The St. Louis Cardinals on the road against the Miami Marlins, and the Marlins are favored here. There's been a little steam in that direction. However, I think the St. Louis Cardinals are the sharp side here, especially at plus 115 at William Hill. This line has become a little bit inflated because Sandy Alcantara has been actually very good for the Miami Marlins. Excellent pitching environment there in Miami. However, that pitching environment is going to help the St. Louis Cardinals just as much, if not more. I love this spot for them. They have the better offensive lineup. Getting the plus money is why we're going to play this. I have them winning 52% of simulations, implying they should be minus 108, which is a meaningful edge in the baseball season. The plus 115 down to the minus 108. That's one that you're going to want to bet long-term over the course of the season. Second play, Atlanta Braves, plus 110 against the Nationals. This one is interesting. So plus 110 against Max Scherzer is not typically a spot that you'd ever be comfortable betting. However, the COVID issues are something we can't really understate here, considering this team hasn't played a game. They haven't seen live action in over a week, dating back to spring training and when that stopped. Their lineup is certainly not at full strength in this matchup. Meanwhile, the Braves have been playing. It's an important game. It's a rivalry game for them. I love this spot. Drew Smyly, the lefty, should be able to navigate this lineup just enough to stay competitive. And again, it's going to help as that bottom of that order is very weak. National League Park gets to face the pitcher. Love that spot. And then finally, back to the Minnesota Twins, minus 135. You're laying a little juice there. I make this line all the way up to minus 152 in my simulations. The Twins are one of the best teams offensively here, even with Josh Donaldson out of the lineup. I love them in this spot against the Tigers.
So many good nuggets today in the world of baseball. But there's a lot of good nuggets in the world of basketball, too. The Maestro. The floor is yours, sir.
Okay, Coach. I'm actually going to start in MLB with the White Sox, and I'm going to play on Giolito, who looked great in a loss against the Angels, against James Paxton and the Mariners. They won 6-0 last night, the White Sox. And Paxton, you look at his numbers, just every single year he's getting progressively worse. So I'm going to lay 135 with the White Sox. And then in the NBA, 3 plays, 2 of them starting in the Nuggets-Pistons game. We're going to try to go back to the well again. They keep raising the number on us. MPJ is now up to 27.5 points, assists, rebounds. But you have to go back to February 23rd to find a game where he shot below 50%. He's gone over his combined number. I believe it's 13 of the last 14. The one worry here is it could be a blowout. They're laying 14, so maybe you go a little bit smaller, but I'm going to keep riding MPJ. Had double-digit rebounds last game as well. Same game, Jeremy Grant, under 4.5 rebounds, plus money, plus 116. He had gone under in 6 straight, but then he grabbed 5 rebounds last time out, but Plumlee was out. He was resting. I think Plumlee is back tonight. I think Jeremy Grant can stay under that 4.5, especially you're getting a real nice plus 116. And then finally, Robert Covington. You know, he had hit double-digit scoring in 6 straight. Then he only had 5 points in a blowout where he played, I believe it was under 25 minutes while they're playing the Clippers tonight. You think he's going to get a full complement of minutes. You can go over 9.5 points, even money, plus 100 on Robert Covington.
Yeah, his confidence has been at an all-time high. Don't forget, continue to send those nicknames in for the prop, whatever we're going to call the Maestro. We're going to give you through Friday. And then I'm going to pick and announce it on Monday. Okay, we are up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Jeweler, thank you very much. Here is our recap. M Squared is on the Cardinals, the Braves, and the Twins. Maestro, 3 props and a side. Covington, over 9.5 points. Porter Jr., over 27.5 combined points, rebounds, and assists. And Grant, the under 4.5 rebounds with Detroit. Then the White Sox, minus 135. That's a late first pitch out here on the West Coast. But take them, great pitcher on the mound. And then 3 plays from SportsLine, the Grizzlies, plus the 5 against the Heat. And the Sabres, Devils, under 5.5 goals. And Panthers, Canes, over 6 goals. And our Jewelers Gym parlay of the day. If you parlay the Twins at 1 Eastern, the Braves at 4:05 Eastern, and the White Sox at 10:10 Eastern, that will pay you plus 536. That is our Jewelers Gym parlay of the day. Twins, Braves, White Sox. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all these tickets. Let's go. It's a Tuesday of Masters Week. Straight to the pay window. For M Squared, for Chief, for the Maestro, for the Jeweler, I am the coach. Remember, this is the only place for your daily early edge. Good luck.